evening, everybody. Welcome to the cafe, which is apparently in the void tonight. Thank you. Load. Load, you content. There we go. Wait a minute. This still isn't a cafe. It's still a courtroom. Oh well. It is Monday night. It is 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the cafe. Make a wish. Oh, now it's 11:12. If you didn't finish your wish in time, well, you gotta try again. Barista! Nova! I hope you're all doing well tonight. I, for one, am doing pretty freaking great. I just got done playing some Schedule 1 with some of my IRL friends. Mr. Barista made some absolutely amazing chicken Alfredo with cavatappi pasta that I am actively eating and still somehow practically almost drooling over. And trying not to sneeze bad, apparently. Oh, I just hit a patch of pepper. Oh. Anyway, so last time we were here, we hit a bit of a cliffhanger. We're on the hunt for some new evidence that we got to about very last minute at the end of the last trial. Let's jump right in and find out what it is that... Find out what it is, rather. Day two, trial ladder. Not that kind of ladder. It's neither a step nor a climbable ladder. It's a completely different word. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Emma's looking real down. No idea what happened, but here we are. Emma, girl, what's got you so down? Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like what? We're sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for basically a fucking miracle from God to fall into our laps to find our client innocent? Yes. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Well, at least he's honest. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Maybe. For long enough to at least make it get to the next day. I assume. Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. Well, when you put it like that, Emma, it makes it sound like you have so much faith in the world, in the evidence, and me, and your sister. No. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh, Phoenix, it's okay, buddy. Well, gee, I wonder who this could be. The only person who talks like freaking old-timey cowboy. Hola, partner. Hey, handsome, how you doing? Ah! Well, howdy, Raiders. Welcome on in. Welcome to the cafe. The cafe is more like a courtroom right now, because we're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Playing the very first game. This is Case 5, Rise from the Ashes. There's a cowboy on screen. I hope you're all doing well, Raiders, and Tricky, of course. What were y'all doing tonight? Monday, so that's farming sim, right? Did you get accosted by burgers? I mean, I guess accosted isn't the right word, but I imagine there were burgers to be had. Farming sim 2025. Yes, so many burgers. You know, at this point, I feel like your streams are just burgers with a side of whatever else you're actually supposed to be doing. At least that's what it seems like. Can I get some burgers with a side of farming sim? The ellipsis tells all. I mean, yeah, but you didn't have to say it aloud. Oh, okay. I'll delete the VOD if you want. Nah, it's okay. Well, I do appreciate you bringing the party over here, Tricky. I will apologize to your audience. I don't have burgers. I just have a cowboy right now. If you got a raid and run, I know it's kind of late for you. Go get some food, get some water, go to bed, get some rest, do whatever you gotta do. Your audience is in good hands. I do have to drop the party and dash him super easy. Godspeed in your courtroom. God does not exist in this courtroom. Unless it's a god of sheer dumb luck. In which case, I think that's just You have a good night, my friend. And thanks again for the raid. That is cute as shit. I love that. I love that a lot, actually. Got cat made tricky. Gigantified. I love it. You go get some rest. We will forge ahead. Crowd control, aka Chaz, made it for me. It's fucking adorable. Yes. Yes, it is. Ta-ta! CTFN. Ta-ta for now. Alright, Jake, what do you gotta say to us this time? For those who have not seen an Ace Attorney game before, I promise not everybody's a cowboy. Just this guy. And Marshall is not his title. It is in fact his name. His name is Jake. Jake Martin. And he says, they say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least. Officer Marshall! Yeah, I know, right? Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. Yeah, trials usually start at 10 in the morning, sir. It's about noon. You've missed 2 hours of the trial already. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a foreign enemy territory. Not hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there? Anyway, sir, you're very handsome, but maybe you shouldn't be shaving here. Especially with a knife. That seems dangerous. All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? I mean, yeah, but that's just kind of who I am. PB. You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Sir, I don't think you should be drinking in here either. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? Huh? I seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Oh, like you? You've got a red neckerchief thing going on over here. Uh, you two share fashion taste? You two going out or something? I ship it. I ship it a little bit. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it, too, I reckon. What does that mean? It means multiple people saw her wearing a red scarf at some point, Phoenix. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Yeah, imagine that, Phoenix. Scarves can be taken off. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horn. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. Phoenix, you have a bad feeling about, like, everything. Like, when it comes to being in court. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I could hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? Judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. I'm surprised you haven't been looking over at him the entire time, Phoenix. Oh. I have a theory. A game theory. What's your theory, Nova? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. What, is he turning into a fucking blueberry like the girl from fucking Willy Wonka? Jesus! The furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What, are you saying he's crying too? What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. Doppelganger! It can't be. This can't happen. Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. You know what? He finally did eat one of Angel's lunches that she kept trying to foist off, and now he's got mad food poisoning, and he's trying not to shit himself right in front of God, the judge, and everybody in the courtroom. Well, then I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock? Who's there? Ah! Fucking... What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. What, we got fucking Orange Ganondorf over here. Ganon Orange? Orangendorf. Hi. Sir, what is up with your necktie? What is up with your entire youth? There's a lot to take in right here. I need a second. Sir, what's going on with your hair? It's extending up past the top of the screen. You are filled with determination. You know, when you put it like that, it does kind of sound like fucking construction, or however you pronounce it, or the beginning of Asgore. It's actually very fitting for his character, based on some things that we see later. Anyway, hi, Orange Ganondorf. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Celsius or Fahrenheit? Either way, it's scary. Who on earth is he?
It's you.
Oh, is this your fucking boyfriend? I ship it. Sir? I feel like you all need to know that I wasn't just sitting there. Like, he... Is this the old man, Yowie? Now you're getting it! Yeah! Old man Yowie! Anyway, yes. Oh. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Oh, like, this fucking guy. Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy. Speaking of swimming, apparently this guy's gotten the memo on it. Busy smizzy, Udgy. My boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge? Yeah, Udgy! There's somebody on Twitter, who's a fan of Ace Attorney. They really like the judge, so they call themselves, like, the leader of Udgy Nation because they like him so much. Him meaning the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but... Who are you? Aha, so you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little worthy? Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Judge, to be fair, about the only member of the police I've interacted with before, like, yesterday, was Gumshoe. That's about it. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe the honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Seems to be a significant number. 2 years. 2 years since, Angel got fired. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. You and Gant had the same idea there, Nova. Poor Edgeworth. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's... Oh, I'm glad that the barrister broad is back in the air. Also, what do you call a French guy being mauled by a lion? Claude! Ah ha 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 ha! Claude! How you doing tonight, Monstro? Glad to see you here. I hope you're doing okay. Worthy or... Yeah, that seems to be Gant's thing. He likes nicknames. My sister's muffler! But Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. No. She wasn't just seeing things, she was seeing her multiple boyfriends. Crime occurred. This guy really was wearing that muffler. I mean, I guess. For all we know, he could just be bringing us a random scarf off the street. Dialysis was painful, but you're streaming, which makes painful dialysis day better. Oh, jeez. I remember you said you were going to be starting that. How often do you have to get that done? Multiple times a week? Once a week? I know it's definitely something that's really, like you said, painful and like hard to go through 3 times a week during the week. Okay. I kind of had a feeling because that's from what I've heard from people who've had to have dialysis and from what I remember. Yeah. 3 times. What is it, like every other day? Monday, Wednesday, Friday? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just being nosy. Being nosy gets me in trouble, so. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. Girl, your hair looks fine. You don't gotta tug on it. I mean, I guess your hair gel or whatever's doing a real good job because it's staying in place. Something like that. Switching to night dialysis soon so I can still do my schooling. Well, hopefully that works out for you. Did not even know they did nighttime dialysis. But hopefully that means you can like have it and get it done and then you can rest without having to deal with like other stuff during the day or something. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Also, just a heads up, we do have a 90-second ad break coming up momentarily. Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Orange. Do you not see that? It's very orange. Just like yours is very maroon, red, whatever color this is. Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh, Easier on the body than hemodialysis for 4 hours. Night dialysis cleans more and isn't as hard on the body. Oh, that's good. That sounds like it'll be better. I hope. Is it like the same frequency? Is it still 3 times a week? Have a look at this document. Look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. Yeah, I'm good. Why? 5 times, which is good. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm fine, Nova. Why do you ask? Is it because I make myself laugh and then I like end up choking on my own spit or something? There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. Oh. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. You see, you seemed, what's the word? This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! The court accepts this new evidence.
But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade on this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes? Well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I caught my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
It's a good thing I read the rest of that line before I actually read it. Oh, dear.
If I caught my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my boyfriend anymore.
God, who let me do this? Why am I allowed to do this? I can just get on the internet and say things like this. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. I mean, you could. You would just, like, splash blood all over them. It'd be dramatic as shit. Sounds like, fuck, I don't know. Well, the same kind of reaction you have with Hephaestus. Oh, what? You think I'm super thirsty for Gant? No. No, no. No, no, no. I missed what made you laugh, but you do have quite a lovely laugh. Well, thank you, Poppet. I was making myself laugh by, making lewd jokes about the judge and his, outside-of-court activities. Welcome in. We're glad to see you here. But yeah, Nova, no. No. It's not the same reaction. If anything, I have that reaction more with Jake than I do, with Gant. No. No, no. Gant and the judge can have their own thing. I can appreciate that. No thank you. He's not for me. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Alright, damn. What is this, Christmas? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. No, this is actually like 2 months after Christmas. Game's doing this for me, by the way. Else I'd just go to the next page all on my own. Alright, it's making us do the thing. Got like an evidence tag on it, too. Got, what is it, SL9-SL92 or something? Well, I can't really move it to look at anything else, so I guess. Ah! Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade! The tip is broken off. Just the tip? And this dark red stain. Blood? Yeah, I'm thinking the SL9 thing is probably another case like the whole DL6 thing. Just the tip! Yeah! Well, if the tip's broken off, I wonder where it is. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really.
Department in disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection!
Wait a sec. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Are you having fun over there, Nova? What's with the gremlin giggle? Inquiring minds want to know. It's me. I'm inquiring. Oh, it's a clip. Yay! I love a good clip. Who let this damn fear on the internet? Me. I let this damn fear on the internet. That's going on my YouTube channel. That's going in the shorts. Which reminds me, might as well do this real quick while I'm thinking about it.
To catch up on all your barrister barista action. Among other things. I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright.
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Apartment in disorder. Well, let's see what we've got. Got the other knife. The fucking blue badger's just here. Autopsy report. And see all the inappropriate clips I make of Barista's inappropriate joke. I don't have hand movements, so you don't see me dramatically shrugging like, did I do that? Kind of thing. But yes, you can see those there too. Like the time I motorboated the judge, that was fun. Oh, do you think Gant's gonna be mad about that? That I motorboated the judge because he was breasting so boobily? Anyway, Goodman's ID number, or his full ass card, I guess. That's not gonna really prove that the knife did anything. I think this note. I mean, it's got Goodman's like letterhead. For that time you were fingering the hole. Yeah, the time I fingered the hole. Yeah, so this one has, it's like Goodman's own stationery or whatever. It's got his name on it. It's got the 6-7S12-2. Might I inquire as to why you motorboated the judge? Okay, so it was during the second case. When we were dealing with that bellhop guy who... I don't know how much you know about Ace Attorney, so let me try that again. In the second case, one of the witnesses was a, how do we describe her? She liked to make use of her feminine wiles and use that to her advantage. And she did that with the bellboy at the hotel she was staying at to distract him. And he was totally into it, because there's like an image of him like totally just staring down her shit. And so I was riffing on that, and I said something to the effect of, that would be like me getting all up in the judge's shit or something. And then I moved my model like right into that line of sight, and I said something like, Damn judge, you're breasting so boobily today. Let me get up in there. So yeah, that's why I motorboated the judge. Listen, if we're gonna make this old man Yowie fair and equal, I guess that means I have to motorboat Gant at some point. I'm not sure I want to. We'll have to see. Well, sounds like a good reason to do so. Great! Even if it wasn't, I already did it, and I cannot take it back. I will not take it back. I'll do it again, motherfucker. Now, I'll make Gant really fucking jealous. I'll motorboat the judge right in front of him. Right in front of Gant and everybody. Anyway. So we can't actually do anything with this. We're just looking at it. But if I had to get... I am having a bad day. I pull up her clips and it makes my day better. Aww. Makes me happy to hear. Glad it helped. Yeah, I'm thinking... Like, even though the letterhead is this way, maybe he wrote it, like, upside down. So... Oh, hang on. I can do this. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. We look at it like this. It actually says 221 SL9. Oh, stuck. I'm stuck. Help! There we go. We're okay. We are back vertical. The correct way. But yeah, so that says 2-21, you know, like February 21st, 2 days before this. SL9, and that's the evidence tag that was on that night. So since this has Goodman's letterhead on it, I'm willing to bet that's the connection. Objection! Wait a second. Reese is so powerful she can do a whole ass 360. Well, I can at least do a 180 and then I get kind of stuck. It's just my bat brain. Because I am, as you remember, I am part vampire. So, whoop. Hi. We're just hanging out. Don't worry about it. Ah! Gant jump scare right behind me. Help. Hello. There we go. I mean, while I'm here, hello. How you doing? Here, let me get a... Ooh. You know, this tie really accentuates your figure, sir. I'm here for it. Yeah, do you work out? You go swimming by the sounds of it. You seem to really like swimming. Maybe I bet he works on his breaststroke. Let me get a closer look at that. Oh yeah. Anyway, this is a court of law. We need to be professional. We need to not motorboat the chief of police. Or something. I don't know. I already fucking did it. Right in front of the judge and everybody. I'm an equal opportunity motorboater. I say that as the only two characters I have motorboated are old men. Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean? From Udgy! This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. I believe it might be too late to say you should not motorboat the old man. Yes, and I'll yuckin' do it again. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Don't worry, I'm sure a great woman to motorboat will come along. I mean, Angel looked pretty good and motorboatable earlier, but I was a little intimidated by her lunch boxes. Also, knowing my luck, I would have put my eye out on her freaking hot dog octopus necklace thing. No, you know what? You know what? I need to shift my focus. Instead of focusing on motorboating old men, I need to find a nice young man to motorboat. Where's Jake Marshall? Next time he shows up, I'm getting all up in that. I don't care if he's built like a fucking twig. I think he's hot. I said it. I'll say it again. And I'll motorboat him. Right in front of his poncho and his hat and everything.
What's this? 6 minus 7s 12-2?
Nuh-uh. Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get? I have never been to court before, but I am certainly surprised to know it involves so much motorboating. This is the part where I add the caveat that Ace Attorney Court is not like real court. Do not attempt to motorboat A, the judge, B, the witnesses, C, the defense, D, the prosecution, you know what, E for everybody. Do not motorboat anybody in court. Not unless, like, the very specific situation calls where they need a live demonstration of what a motorboat looks like. But outside of that specific circumstance, no. There is no motorboating in court. All this motorboating, and we need a hydrate while we're at it. Thank you, Medi, for the hydrate. Tonight we've got leftover iced coffee, which is at this point just coffee, room temperature. Still good. Got unsweetened hazelnut and unsweetened chocolate mocha. Sugar-free syrup. And milk. Yum yum. I'd hate to be there for such a circumstance, but it'd be hilarious to hear about it, LMFAO. Yeah, I'm with you there. Though, if such a scenario exists, if I had to guess, it probably happened in Florida. And if it did, there's probably video or at least like an article about it online. I'm calling it now. It would be in Florida. Close second, maybe California, but I say close second, I mean that's long ago and far away. Like, I am... If something like that has never happened in the United States state of Florida, I will eat my hat. Nope, I will not actually eat my hat. A, I have too many hats. B, that'd be a lot of fiber. And C, all the chewing. Okay. Anyway, hi, Medi. Thanks for the hydrate. Hope you're doing well tonight. All we've really done tonight is motorboat an old man. And reminisce on motorboating a different old man. That's about it. I'm sure we've probably done something else. Right now we're actually presenting evidence and trying to move the case along, but I'm stuck motorboating. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag.
Hi, I'm here. I was here to witness the motorboating too, LMAO. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. I can't even say we're an equal... Yay! Motorboating! Listen. Gant seems to like water sports. He likes to swim. Maybe he fell off the motorboat. He needs to swim to get back. That's all there is to it. Don't worry about it. I hope things are going well for you, Maddie. It's always good to see you. Motorboats or otherwise.
Order, order. Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing? Oh, I know! Guys, I know! You know what? Hey, Phoenix. Damn. Let me look at that badge. This is a nice badge. You know what? Let me get a... I'm in front of it. Damn. That's a nice badge you got there. Damn, Phoenix, that's a nice everything you got there. No wonder you were in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. No wonder you kicked so much ass. You know what? The game you played Gant's game. You won the prize. Here's your prize. There. Now about the only person in this courtroom that I could motorboat without any sense of guilt is Edgeworth. And so the cycle continues. Don't worry, the cycle will stop soon enough. Like I said, the only person in the courtroom I haven't motorboated yet is Edgeworth. No, I'm not gonna motorboat Emma. She's 16. That's fucking disgusting.
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Okay. Tell me more. So this knife was stolen? Arno! Oh yeah, I did say that basically when Jake Marshall shows up, I am absolutely gonna motorboat the shit out of him. I don't care if he's like flat as fuck. I just like the cut of his jib. I like his poncho cowboy style. I think it's neat. I'll motorboat him. I don't care.
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
Was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
This knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Bad day for the department. We're in any shape to do an investigation. Detective killed the police department. Okay, well tell me more about that. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? You know what? Edgeworth, you've made yourself very difficult to motorboat because you're freaking jabbit you got here. In-game, they always call it a cravat, but that's not the same. That is not the same at all.
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto.
I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing, and one thing only.
Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, and when the victim died. Well, he told us that it happened at 5:15 already. I don't think it really matters how they were killed. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that they got stabbed or something. Thank you for filling my harbor of motorboats, Nova. You're the harbor master of my motorboating. I guess where the victim was found. Because he says at the department, but maybe having another more specific thing. So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. Yeah, wasn't that the place you got fucking tased by Von Karma? The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Yeah, that too, I guess. Ugh.
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Can I be the anchor? Sure. You can be the anchor, Monstro. You can be the anchor that keeps my motorboats from going out to sea. Thank you for supplying all these great motorboats. Well, listen, I have such great material to work with. These guys are all breasting so boobily. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? I just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case.
With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Just a heads up, everybody, we do have another 90-second ad coming up momentarily. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Not officially linked, so I can't talk about it. But we just proved that they were.
So I call motorboating Edgeworth.
You know what? Sure. You can motorboat Edgeworth. He is one of two individuals in this courtroom that I will not motorboat. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. Slightly hunched over, hands on desk. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say! Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection?
It's a diagonal going up this way. I've connected 4.
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Okay, you know what? Hang on. We're... We are going to sit and wait. We're gonna sit and wait till the end of this ad, just so everybody can come back and see Gant shipping Wright and Edward. Speaking of ships and boats, apparently this is the fucking harbor episode. You know what? I ship it too. To be fair, Wrightworth is one of the most popular ships in this entire series. Wrightworth, aka Narumitsu, based on their Japanese name. Besides, Edgeworth's got two hands, and Phoenix is a good guy. I maintain Phoenix is at least bi. If people are gonna ship him with Edgeworth, he is at least bi. Anyway, we didn't progress during the ad break because I wanted everybody to come back and see Damon Gant shipping Edgeworth and Phoenix. Because why not? It's funny as fuck.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief! I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part.
No, Tricky was already here earlier and he's gone to bed. He's not here.
It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
The more I keep saying you, the more I keep talking as him, the more I'm making him sort of sound like Markiplier, and I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gantiplier.
Like, what? Excuse me, what the fuck is this? I try to click on a fucking link, and it's giving me nothing but a pain in the... I don't want... Get out of here! Jesus! This Edgeworth fellow slaps that podium harder than my two dads did with their belts! Ha ha ha! Hard! I mean, I'm not a fan of the implied abuse joke, really not. But, yeah, hard. What? Really? Who would have guessed? No, it's all good. It's all good. Just there are some in the room who have had such scenarios applied to them in real life. In like one way or another. But try to not do that. Just keep it in mind.
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Okay, well tell us literally fucking anything else about them. Jesus. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well. Guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Division, ID number, or gender. Well, I doubt division or gender will really tell us anything. I mean, it's not like we really know much about ID numbers anyway, but that's like the most personally identifying thing. Why not? Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 8675309.
No, it's actually 5842189, which I'm pretty sure. App. So what, you're telling me that Bruce Goodman got stabbed and or killed in 2 different places at the exact same time? Sir, for all this boat and harbor and anchor and things going on, there's a lot of fishiness going on as well.
Whoa, that's quite long.
Guys. Guys. Guys, I didn't make this up. I need a soundboard or something because, guys. Judge, did you say that the first time you and Gant, hooked up?
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2, I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
This tells me everything. The ID number of the victim at the police department, 584-2189. This tells me nothing. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
Has to be what I think it is. What does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
It tells me this. Take that! Witness!
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
He's just thinking about that motorboat I gave him earlier. Don't worry about it. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Damn! Edgeworth! Too much information, Judge. Between that and fucking Edgeworth just fucking burning the shit out of Phoenix. Somebody give me some air horns. God damn it. Hang on.
Compounded some.
No, I have an ad! No! I hate it here. You know what would be much better if I didn't get an unskippable 6-second ad before a 4-second video of air horn sound effects. Anyway, far too late for it to be anywhere near to funny. Sick burn, Edgeworth. You absolutely got his ass. You totally got him. Huh? What the fuck? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. What do you mean? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Police department, prosecutor's office. Two houses both alike in span, yet 30 minutes apart in a good traffic day by car. Two places, two detective murders. One barista who can't fucking speak English. Hang on. Two places, two detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have the police ID number right here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney. Remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, righto! Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 584-2189.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier.
Yes, Judge. Let that brain cell hit the corner like the DVD screen.
That started with 82. I've forgotten.
God damn it. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 584-2189.
Objection!
Pudgy, get it together. Right, Nova?
Wait a second, right.
What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, not the brightest judge around, is he? In terms of brain cells, no, but have you seen how shiny his bald head is? That's where the brightness really comes in, I think. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, ho, ho, ho! Sharp as a tack, righto! Sharp as a tack! But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim.
Yeah, look, he's so shiny. Get some head wax or something.
He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
That is true. Truly everyone has their moment to shine. They really do. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time.
Objection!
That's impossible. So, what we're saying is, same person was killed at the same time. And in a completely different location.
Yes, apparently.
Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Edgeworth? You're in charge of this case. We didn't prove the connection until, like, just now. Unless there's something else that happened that I just am not... I don't know.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me?
Oh, did you see that? He got all evil, Gantendorf.
The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? What? How dare! We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Oh, that guy whose head looked like a stop sign or something? Good thing she hasn't motorboated the judge yet. Now see, I already motorboated the judge. I don't want to do it again. I'm an equal opportunity motorboater. I will motorboat it at least once. I don't want to do the judge again. I've motorboated almost everybody in this courtroom that I can and will. Or rather, I have motorboated everybody in this courtroom that I want to. Nova has called dibs on motorboating Edgeworth, and I will let them have that. Marisa, he's 3 times your age. So? You don't know my age. I don't know my age. No more than once, it seems. Maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Listen. It's all about timing. Just like with real life, going out on the lake or the water or whatever motorboating, the timing has to be just right. Gotta have the good weather, gotta have the good conditions. If something about it ain't right, you don't do it. Your age is at least 2, but less than the judge. Yep, you know what? That's solid assessment. Despite having written a whole bunch of deep-cut barista lore, have I ever actually established how old I am? No. No, I have not. But you are definitely right. I am not as old as the judge. Who I assume is at least in his 60s. Do you even have a profile on the judge? I don't think we do. Well, I assume Gant is like in the let's say Gant is like the same age, or off by a year or two. Yeah, he's 65, so I'm going to assume the judge is in a similar age bracket and say that he's at least in his 60s. Grace is a Dampier. Unless the judge is a Dampier or a vampire as well, there's a good chance she's older than him. Now, see, I think within the deep cut barista lore, damn, Gant looks good for 65. Yeah, he does. It's because he's actually Orange Ganondorf, and he's got that dark wizard magic. Barista could very well still be a young Dampier. She's not necessarily an older lady. This is true. This is very true. Let's put it this way. In the deep cut barista lore, my human father is still alive. He's a bit older, but he's still alive. That's why I said a good chance, not that she is. Yeah, that's fair. While we're over here speculating on my age, I'm sitting here eating cavatappi Alfredo. But yeah, never really decided how old I actually am. Mr. Beacons? Yeah, the guy who looks like a fucking stop sign. Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Yeah, him, there he is. Excuse me, but is, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? Poor Worthy, getting raked through the coals. Yeah. I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. Got your report, sir. Yeah, and then Edgeworth told him to fuck off. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? I don't know, why didn't you fucking read it, Miles? Come on. Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. Damn! He did seem challenged. Ouch. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
Objection!
But sir... I've shared the motorboat clips everywhere I can. Hopefully it gets you traction. You deserve it. Well, thank you, Monstro. I do appreciate it. Ah, yes, that's what I will be known for. The Ace Attorney playing Dampier who motorboats everybody in the vicinity. Starting with the judge. You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. Did you just come up with that? That's funny. Oh! Now, what was the second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Which we didn't do until just now, apparently. Look, Miles has been through some shit the last couple of months. Give him a break. Couple of months, more like the last 15. You know, in addition to the whole trial bringing everything back out into the light, he was plagued by the same nightmare of theoretically killing his father for the last 15 years. So...
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here.
I did it.
Good job, Righto, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job. This man needs a vacay. We all need a vacay.
No!
I'll take him to a spa. Yeah, get him to take off his jabbit, then you can motorboat him, right?
It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one more day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time. Really.
Get is a POS. He's making me angry. He has that effect. Hello, welcome into the cafe. Thank you very much for the follow. We're over here ranting and raving about old men and motorboating them. I mean, that's one way to do it. Yeah.
Have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I would grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
To be continued. Now, I know it's a little bit short, but I think we are going to call it here for tonight. Just because I don't know how long, like, the next segment is going to go for. And it's an investigation segment, so we're going to be going all over the fucking place. Talking to all kinds of people, doing all kinds of things. May I recommend a raid target? Sure, you can recommend somebody. You know, it would help if I would actually pull up the correct tab and get the music going. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I do apologize that it's a bit short today, but I would rather not, like, overdo it, for lack of a better term. I don't want to just, like, go for however long and stay up really, really late, because I do have to get up and go to work. Bleh. So, like, as much as I would like to keep going, I will pretend to do the smart and responsible thing and perfectly fine besides freaking Let's go see. I love how when I don't even do anything with my face, sometimes my face just reacts like I've done something. Yeah, I was literally scratching under my chin when it made my face like that. Husky Kieran. Let's see. Hey, you know what? Sure. What the hell? Thank you for this stream, Teresa. Well, you don't have to thank me. Ah! Had to get one in on me, didn't you? That's fair. Oh, the art. Covering the art. Yeah, you don't have to for streaming. It is something I really enjoy doing. I enjoy hanging out with all y'all and doing shenanigans. Shenanigans apparently meaning motorboating. Yeah, let's take your raid suggestion. We're gonna go raid Asahiri Kirin. He's playing a game called Not Enough Soul. It looks kind of interesting. Oh, the motorboating. Yes. That definitely means it's time to go to bed when I can't even come up with the words that I want to use. Thank you. Thank you all for coming through. I hope you had an enjoyable time. I know I sure did. Even if it was a lot of innuendos and motorboating and such activities as that. As always, I do appreciate you coming through. Make sure you get some rest, food, drink some water, take your meds. Alright. I don't know why it's not going off, but thank you for the bits, Nova. I do appreciate it. God damn it.
That